Ka halal yam kabal wa hawala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is to say, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright, the time Mashana Kabbalah has a Kwan Yam Shal Yasharala, which is to say, double honor to the elders of Israel, which is the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Alright, Shalom wa Kasadyam wa Ahab, la Ahab Bakayashal Yashala, which is to say, peace, mercy, and love, peace, mercy, and love to the elect of Israel. Alright, as you can see on the screen here, that's just an illustration, of somebody who needs to be wind up. Right? And in this truth, you really, it in this truth is a journey, that that you need to make by yourself. Right? It's a journey by yourself. This is a journey between you and your Bashim Yahushai. Understand? Your Bashim Yahushai called us to do this job, which is to wake up the house of Israel. Understand? Because the scriptures even says that too. It said it's a lighting, that thou shouldest, just roughly paraphrasing. It's a lighting that thou shouldest wake up the house of Israel. So there's really a lighting that we're doing here, which means it's not a hard job. It's really not a hard job to wake up the house of Israel. You understand? So, more or less, the topic here is not to depend on the brotherhood. Right? And when I say not to depend on the brotherhood, is that really and truly, our brother is not supposed to have to wind you up to do a video, or a brother shouldn't have to wind you up to go and do the works. Or a brother shouldn't have to wind you up to fulfill your office in this truth. Right? Because the scriptures talks about having many members, but one body. So everyone in this truth has an office, whether it be, controlling the signs, whether it be setting up camp, whether it be videos, each brother has an office to fulfill, right, in their camp, and really and truly everyone's supposed to be, showing, that that diligence for their office. Right? So with that, I will just go to the first precept. Alright, this is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 11. It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Right? So we need to, everyone that has an office in this truth need to show that same diligence. You understand? Because, like I said, there's many members but one body, so each person has an office to fulfill. Right? And as the scripture said, you need to do it with the same diligence, right, to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So you need to keep that same diligence. You need to be diligent in your office, in your position, right, until the end of this thing. Scripture says, strive for the truth until death. You understand? So really and truly, our brother shouldn't have to wind you up to be in the spirit. Because when you're in the spirit, you do videos, you go out to camp, you study, you read, you research, you look up words, So our brother shouldn't have to wind you up to do what the Most High called you to do. You understand? You really can't be dependent on the brotherhood. You understand? So you telling me it's only when a brother says something, then everyone will show diligence to what that brother says? Or, if the camp leader says something, then you'll go out and do it? No, it really can't be like that. Right, so I read that precept one more time. It's Hebrews chapter 6, right, now verse 11. It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. You understand? Because really and truly, you need to be an example unto the brotherhood. You understand? You need to be an example unto the brotherhood. And how can you be an example unto the brotherhood? You know, if it is, you're not really fulfilling your your your, your duties in this truth. You understand? You need to set an example. And we don't need to set an example, to the tutors, because they're gonna be destroyed anyway. Right? When you when you when you're you know trying to be an example, you're really trying to be an example to the brothers in the truth. Right? This is First Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in the word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity." So we need to be an example, as the scripture says, to the believers in the word. Understand? Who is the believers? The believers is the brotherhood, the men in this truth. Understand? So like this phone is giving a lot of trouble, so just bear with me. Alright, I'm trying to make it as short as possible. Alright, yeah, so you need to be an example to these brothers in the truth. You understand? So by being an example to another brother, and a brother could look at you and say, "Oh, yeah, but this brother, he real diligent. He always researching. He always in the prophecies. He always in news. You know, so you will take being an example to that brother. That brother will take it upon himself. You know, to fulfill his office, to get into what what the Most I call him to do. Right? And we learn that from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They have experience. They have really they have journeyed in this truth for quite some time. And the scriptures talk about experience. Right? This is Sirach chapter 34. See verse 10. It say, "He that hath no," I'll start off verse 9. Sirach chapter 34 verse 9. It says, "A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom." So yeah, the apostles and elders, they declare wisdom. Understand? They declare wisdom because they have traveled through all this truth. And when you look up the word travel, it actually means journey. Alright, let me see if I can find that there. If well, this phone will not allow me to do that because um screen is cracked, so touch screen is giving a trouble on camera, right? So, but like I said, but you can look it up. The word travel goes back to the word travel, right? It actually means journey. Someone on a path, right? So Sirach 34:9 says, "A man that traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom." Verse 10, "He that hath no experience knoweth little." Right? Because we are babes in the truth, so we really don't know much. That's why we look at the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. You understand? That's why we look at the elders, the brothers that has been in the truth for quite some time. We look at them, at those brothers and the apostles and elders, for examples on how to be in this truth. Right? And they display that. They display wisdom. They display how you're supposed to be in this truth. Right? Because they've been in this truth for 30 some years, and they haven't stopped pushing up to this day. Verse 10 says, "He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence." When you look up that word prudence, it really means knowledge, circumspect, judgment. you know. So like I said, I don't want to make this video too long because this one is messing up right now, But like I say, Akim, don't depend on the brotherhood, don't depend on the men in your camp, to to for you to do videos, for you to go out to the works, whatever, you know. So hopefully I could try and stop this video a little bit, you know. Um, with that, so I say, kan halal, ya wabashim yashai, na te mashina kabala hazakom yamshal yashala. Right, Shalom wa kasal yam wa baki ya shal ya shala. Shalom.